Okay. Okay.
It's petty, bro. I've never seen no shit like this, but oh shit! That nigga said what's up with? Yo, hey, I did not expect that nigga to turn around. That nigga said, you know what, bro? What's up, bro? Are you niggas harboring a god? You know what? You know what? I'm a dog person. I have dogs around me, like in multiple houses, but there's some people in my family that have cats. And I've always said this. And I think I seen an IG reel that stole the joke, but hey, man, you know, the world's big. My dog, I feed him, I bathe him, take care of his paws, care of his breath. Granted, I sent him to somebody else to do that. I don't brush my dog teeth personally. Fix his fur, give him a place to sleep. He treats me like I'm God. A house cat, all these same things apply, but to them, I must be God. Like, oh my, like I can't, I don't know how love cats because they literally just be like, the same way you treat a dog, but like, you're treating me this way because I'm him. A dog is like so thankful for the shit. Cat be like, oh yeah, man. Thank you. You know who I am. It's Big Me. It's Big Meow, nigga. Just false. That's my life experience. I don't know what to tell you.
This game's tier list can seem pretty sometimes, but in reality, major shifts in the meta can happen extremely quickly, especially when new resource hotspots and points of interest open up. Builds which are well adapted to capitalize on these flashpoints can see dramatic ascensions on the tier list. One such event occurred when humans unlocked the food storage ability. This greatly improved the humans' survivability by giving them a consistent source of XP, even during harsh winters or famines.
Right.
That is, if they could defend their stockpiles. These stashes were incredibly valuable, and could easily support entire colonies of rats and sparrows if improperly guarded. And while these Neolithic humans did have some techniques they could use to try and protect their precious grain on their own, ultimately their saving grace came in the form of a previously low-tier predator build that was barely scraping by in the North African savanna.
Talk to me.
The Wildcat. A build which, once domesticated, would go
good
one of the
catch.
most oppressive, overpowered predators in the current meta. But what is it about the house cat that makes it such a dominant threat? And how was it that the wild—
I wasn't allergic to cats, I might fuck with them more. But they sometimes, but this is now my bias is gonna kick in. Sometimes cats just be moving weird, bruh. Like it was a stray cat on my way to one of my man's house, and that motherfucker, like, it's like he wasn't afraid of me. He moved out the way whenever I was going where he was going, but then he was just trying to see like what I was doing there. Like the nigga was like kind of stalking me out. Let's say I gotta make this turn right here. This is my hand represents the turn, and I gotta go this way. The cat, oh yeah, go ahead, little bro. And then it just started following me. And then I go up the stairs. He go up the stairs too. He gets in my way again. I step over him. He just kept following me. I'm like, bro, this trying to G-check me, but like he can't do that because it's not his body, or he fucks with me heavy. It's one of the two. But like, cats be on some bullshit, bro.
Cat became better suited at taking advantage of pest infestations than other builds. To really explain the success of the house cat,
he liked me, probably did.
And start our story just after the Miocene balance patch. This update granted mammals access to a new ability called carnival teeth, a side grade of the dentition skill tree, which allows—
I know I've been pausing a lot.
Because you need to subscribe, seriously. I love this channel.
But more importantly, chat, dead extinct animal that if we were to respawn them for any reason, don't say T-Rex, boring answer. Who do you think's racing the most? If like you were like the fucking fossil collector restore and you just respawn about 50 of blank animal, don't say T-Rex because it's boring. Who's just running? Who's just instantly taking the fuck over?
Users to gain bonus XP from carcasses and carrion sources. This
Raptor,
may seem like a minor thing,
Raptors
but it completely changed up the metagame and made hyper-carnivorous builds a lot more viable, giving rise to a new archetype called the carnivoran, a group which includes many of the most popular predator builds in the current meta. Carnivorans are divided into two factions, caniforms and feliforms. Caniforms are more generalist in nature and invest a lot into the olfaction skill tree, letting them track the sense of whatever they need, be it scavengeable carrion, prey, fruit, honey, water, or teammates from a great distance.
Type shit.
They also tend to have a lot of stamina, allowing them to run for long distances without tiring.
Yeah, we're gonna do the dogs version of this a different day. We're gonna do like dogs, and then if your house dog OP if he has a video like that type.
Feliforms, on the other hand, doubled down on the carnivoran archetype's original strategy. They spec'd into even more abilities meant to crank up the efficiency of the hyper-carnivore game plan. The ability Tongue Papillate allows felids to extract even more value from fresh kills.
Right.
Instead of investing heavily into scent-based sensory power, Feliforms tend to focus more on their hearing and eyesight
But
abilities.
yeah, see, that's the
This
curious
doesn't
shit cats be
scavenge,
doing.
since things like carcasses and berries don't make sound, but it does make them incredibly good at detecting hidden prey.
True.
Also, in keeping with the carnivoran's first major advancement, Feliforms also focus a lot more heavily on specialized and
Hey, I'm not the best at charades. Probably could even did that better. Hell no. Hell no. You got all of that shit. On God, you got all of that shit.
competition, optimizing their bite attack for massive puncture damage, and more effectively hold onto prey so the user can deal bonus damage with their claws.
Horny ass feline.
Throw in a few more ambush
Tag
abilities
team
like
is crazy.
retractable claws and camouflage fur patterns, and you've arrived at the modern felid, easily one of the most
Niggas like
successful
sharing
stealth
too much.
assassin builds the game has ever seen. In fact, during the Ice Age expansion, felids were such a dominant threat that many other predators had trouble competing. Meta, cats remain incredibly dominant in virtually every major terrestrial server.
Yeah.
Basically every cat, including the ones I like to throw shade at, is a threat. Not just to those of similar weight class, but even to builds that vastly outweigh them. Although their power stat tends to be fairly modest among carnivorans, through
Right.
efficient use of critical hits, a skilled felid player can take down just about anything.
Okay.
While the majority of the felid player base was off rampaging through the upper weight classes, an offshoot of the faction opted to forego larger size and instead chose to spec into a few new abilities, meant to capitalize on exploiting the weaknesses commonly found in the lower weight classes.
Okay, so they
So
want
let's
to pub
finally start
stomp.
unpacking what makes the house cat so overpowered. We'll begin with a quick look at the cat's stats. We've got a build with upper mid-level
Okay, so I agree. Its mobility is fucking nuts. I think their intelligence is overrated, but still not. Okay, these stats cool.
intelligence, low defensive stats, decent damage, above average stealth, high mobility, and excellent perception.
Yeah.
Right off the bat, something that might jump out at you is, well, the fact that nothing jumps out at you. Cats are supposedly some of the most broken predators of all time, and yet none of their stats seems all that busted on their own. Top tier builds tend to have at least one stat that is so high it completely invalidates
Chat,
the
when you play
strategies of
games,
other
do you
players.
min-max or you
But
like to
no,
balance your
cats
shit?
aren't able to use tools, they don't have a bone crushing or venomous bite, they can't change colors, they can't tank attacks.
Like, not to make
for-
a random dispatch reference because that has absolutely nothing to do with this game, but like on my second playthrough, y'all remember my first playthrough? That's on the main channel, by the way. My first playthrough, I min-maxed. My second playthrough, I just made like everyone the best, like well-rounded as possible, or not everyone. I min-maxed in terms of I made some heroes OP, but I did them in a more balanced way. Vizzy didn't fail a single fucking thing for me. I ain't gonna lie. She was just like the jack of all trades. But then at the same time, there were some roles where you had to get like the 9 or 10, and you can't do that if you didn't, you know what I'm saying? So pros and cons. It depends what the game is, but for the most part, I like to be an expert at something.
They can't echolocate, and so on. So no obvious answer here. Next, let's check out their unique abilities.
Dispatch
We
reference
talked
in
about a few
December.
already.
They're still talking about that game like it fucking dropped. Hold on.
That fan base is not dead.
Maybe y'all Twitters are lucky. My Twitter's still fan shipping and shit. They're still out this motherfucker pairing people and all this other stuff. No, they're not done. Playing the game, yeah, sure. But like just talking about it? Oh God, they talk about that game till the fucking cows come out.
Including the abilities that buff the XP rates from meat sources.
Then
These
again,
should
my
not
algo's
be
fucked
understated,
because
as without them, you
I've
can pretty much
researched fucking
entirely write off the viability of this build. Cats and all other mammals have the warm-blooded trait. This grants them greatly improved stamina regen rates, greater resistance to cold damage, and a bunch of other useful perks, but at the cost of much greater upkeep requirements, meaning they need to secure kills much more frequently than similarly sized cold-blooded builds. Without these abilities granting the cat bonus XP from meat, it would be very difficult for them to keep up with their energy needs, even with how efficient cats are at hunting.
Oh my god!
Cats can also move extremely quietly due to their soft toe pads and retractable claws, enabling them to easily get within striking range of prey through smart use of cover and line of sight. But okay, all types of cat, large and small, have those abilities. How about something more unique to house cats?
Okay.
For that, let's look at their primary perception-based ability, slitted pupils. This ability grants house cats extremely precise depth perception, greater than all other felines. This allows them to perfectly judge the optimal pouncing distance, massively increasing their odds of landing an immediate critical hit and incapacitating their target before they have a chance to respond. So even though the house cat's base damage isn't broken in and of itself, when a house cat goes on the offensive, it can certainly look that way. This strategy is what has led to the complete collapse
I thought it was
of
like a
several
prop.
different
It's a
player
real
bases in
frog.
the amphibian, reptile, bird, and mammal factions, as it truly is that oppressive. Now, while we were first looking at the cat's base stats, one thing you might have assumed right away was that the cat's lower defensive stats are its main weakness, and that cats function as a sort of glass cannon, with very little counterplay options when attacked.
I would say
you might
so.
also assume that given the cat's high mobility, their primary defensive strategy is simply to run away when they feel threatened.
Yeah.
And while their top speed is often enough to escape danger when needed,
Yo, that TikTok series did generational numbers. For those that don't know what this video's from, it's this one fuck ass cat that's just like the king of cats, the YN of YNs. This nigga runs around and all he fucking did was chase every goddamn feline in the neighborhood for miles damn near, bro. I swear, this nigga was on the hunt.
instead,
This nigga
cats
was on
employ
the
their abilities
hunt,
to act
bro.
defensively
For
and
real?
indifferent.
Bruh, stamp, intermission.
Hi, my name's Melon, and you're watching TSO Bald, aka TSO Bad Anime Takes, aka TSO Sade!
Chat said his name is Maxwell. I didn't remember his name. Good shit, chat. Bro, look at this nigga, bro.
See, I'ma sneak up on a nigga like him, but I know he gonna run. See, he pussy! Hey, get your hoe ass back over here! Who put a GoPro?
I'm assuming yeah, this is Ha Davis's one. I don't have the original one. Bro, where's the original, bruh? Here we go. Found a compilation. Look at this nigga. Where'd the audio go? Oh, there you go. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Oh, what the fuck? Nigga wants all smoke. Bro, he's not letting that nigga go, bruh. Bro don't even want to fight you. Bro don't even want to fight you. But he won't stop following her. He literally put you on your neck and said, fuck it, bro, you good. And he's not going. Like I said, he's literally walking this nigga down, bro. And I know that nigga know he getting followed. That's why he cutting through corners and shit. That nigga know he getting followed. At some point, you just gotta sprint, bro. Oh shit. Yo, here you go. Okay. This nigga's petty, bro. I've never seen no shit like this, but oh shit, that nigga said what's up with? Yo, hey, I did not expect that nigga to turn around. That nigga said, you know what, bro? What's up, bro?
This is where one of the most shockingly effective aspects of the house cat manifests. House cats use their incredible agility to stand their ground.
Okay.
Agility and quick reflexes are usually used to dodge attacks, but cats instead actually use the reflexes to deflect them. Because their incredible depth perception grants them such high accuracy on their attacks, they can use their claw swipe attack to actually block incoming strikes. This is surprisingly
crazy.
consistent.
That nigga's more bold than you niggas against this motherfucker. This nigga ain't going.
And works on a lot more attacks than you might think. Now, obviously, this is a high-skill, high-reward strategy, Missing a parry can result in serious damage,
GG,
but
yep.
if you get good enough at this, you can ward off attacks from just about anything, and potentially
good
even
shit.
open up opportunities for counterattacks.
Because what did he say? What did the other dude say in the other video chat? Even apex predators, if they think it's just not worth it, they're not gonna keep going for you. So if like, yeah, this poisonous ass cobra, for example, she keeps trying to bite you, but if you smack that nigga on his head 4 times, he's gonna be like, fuck it, whatever, and fuck off. And apparently these niggas are just really good at that.
And you come to understand what a house cat build truly is. A house cat is what you get when you fuse the deadliness of a snake with the energy of a mammal. But why does this playstyle make for such a good partnership with human players?
Well,
Compared to dogs, they
actually
seem like
deadly.
they'd be much less useful party members. Humans broke the game and became the top tier build by using coordinated team strategies and tool use in order to utterly trivialize their matchup versus large mammals. Dogs easily slot right into this game plan, as they can help track and chase down large prey.
Type shit.
And also sniff out any potential ambush predators that could disrupt and punish this strategy. When a successful kill is made, dogs and humans naturally split the reward and both benefit.
Oh, not like that.
Dogs are also great.
Nah, I'm not even gonna make that just full blown this thing. No, seriously, some of you motherfuckers let your dogs lick your spoons, lick your cake batter, all that extra shit. You niggas are disgusting.
Defensively.
The only thing I'm cool with my dog is like, yo, my dog's small. So if you want to sleep in the bed, cool. If he having one of them days, right? Because, you know, sometimes, you know, the dog having one of them days and you feel like, what's wrong, bro? And he can't talk. So, you know what I'm saying? But like, that's as far as that go. I don't let my dog, like, even if he sleep, that nigga like pantsing on me and shit. I'm be like, all right, bro, your breath stink, bro. Watch out, bro.
As they can keep watch at
You
camp
know what I'm
and alert
saying?
party members of approaching enemies. Cats are generally pretty useless in this regard. They don't have anywhere near the endurance required to chase down prey over long distances.
True.
Can't square off head-to-head with those builds anyway, and aren't nearly as reliable for early enemy alerts. The kills the cat makes can't realistically be shared with humans either. It wasn't until humanity unlocked the agriculture ability that the player base began to notice additional vulnerabilities they didn't need to care about before. Vulnerabilities that dogs couldn't really help with. When operating
Cat's
off of a
good
hunter-gatherer strategy, humans could basically ignore all builds in the low weight class. Rats and birds were no threat to humans, and also not worth the effort to take down. So it makes sense for them to just focus on larger quarries. However, when the focus shifts to farming and food storage, those same builds humans were ignoring before suddenly became one of their biggest threats. Having a granary raided and its food reserves destroyed could easily wipe out an entire
And
human
diseases
settlement.
and shit.
So figuring out proper security for these storage sites was critical. Dogs simply are not effective enough at stopping pest infestations to fill that role.
Damn,
They cannot
GG.
climb or fit into small spaces, and aren't stealthy enough to catch the trickier pests. Cats, on the other hand, are truly excellent at this task, and come with other benefits as well.
Why you
The main one
slime
being
that
they require
nigga?
very little upkeep. Although they are social builds, they hunt alone, so they don't require any direction or attention from their human party members in order to accomplish their task.
Yeah, now that is true. I know I was like dunking on cats earlier because I'm a dog person, but I will say that I feel like a cat is a lot less stressful in the sense of like, you kind of can like low key, and I'm not saying I would do it. I'm allergic to cats anyway, so don't worry about calling Peter on me or no shit. A cat, damn near anybody who has one, comment below. At some point, the older that nigga gets, it's to a point where like, bro, just put like X amount of food in its bowl and that's it. Like, literally just have a section to where that nigga can access food realistically. Like, obviously they can't open the fucking thing, but like, you can pour damn near like a month's worth of food somewhere and that nigga ain't gonna eat all the fucking food. Like a dog might just try to crush it. That nigga literally just will come by. Oh shit. Cool. Eat a little bit of that, and then the cat will just fuck off. Like damn near go in the woods, go across the block or some shit, and you don't even have fear that nigga lost. Nigga just comes home at any moment in time. You know what I'm saying? Shit's crazy.
Since humans don't have any need for rat or bird carcasses, the fact that cats don't usually share their kills is actually a benefit rather than a drawback.
Let alone the fact that, yeah, to stay on topic, let alone the fact that, like, yeah, if you got some bullshit, especially if you got plants or something like that, yeah, it'll just go ahead and do that for you.
The thing cats really require from humans is to share in the shelters they construct.
Some cats will try,
In
well,
the
yeah, not every
wilderness,
cat is the
Cats
same,
typically use burrows, hollow stumps, or caves as their home bases. But these are vulnerable to attacks. Human settlements are significantly safer. Speaking of safety, even though cats are extremely lethal hunters, they pose very little danger to humans.
Yeah.
This is a huge advantage over snakes, which theoretically could ally with humans to serve the same purpose, but in practice are far too dangerous to risk keeping around.
Yeah.
The fact that cats are warm-blooded and therefore need to eat more frequently than snakes is also a benefit rather than a drawback for humans.
There is a timeline where we have like OD as a society, like tame snakes to the point of them not being annoying to us. And that's a society I do not want to be a part, because snakes just look weird. And they got this like, weird, even like, you know, aura to them. I'm happy as shit that we got fucking felines and dogs.
Since it means they need to stay on task and keep their guard up. So, while it is common to see players debate which build makes for the better addition to a human player's party, the correct answer is actually both. Dogs
True.
are a huge help in the large creature match.
But we want
Direct answers. What you just gave us was PC and or. Even though it's probably accurate.
While cats cover your weaknesses in the small creature matchups. Having both in your party covers all of your weaknesses, and enables human settlements to use a hybrid playstyle of both hunting and farming. So if you're a human main trying to construct the most optimal party comp, the only real question is how you'll keep the dog and cat players from fighting each other.
True.
Now, knowing which traits and abilities to invest in can be a difficult choice. Luckily for you, I've partnered with the game Cell to Singularity to provide you the perfect training simulation.
Yeah, it's TSO Gaming. It's TSO Gaming, TSO Productions. Ladies and gentlemen, tierzoo, we appreciate your time. I'm actually going to go ahead and hit the subscribe button, kind of like a couple of you need to hit the subscribe button on my channel. Take care. Stay blessed. Appreciate the vids, man. We'll see you soon. But TSO Animal Planet,